Okay, we just finished the Bachelor playthrough. I did get the ending where you save everyone's bound. So I saw the presumable secret ending where you talk to the powers that be and you talk to the Executor and the mime in the theater. And so everything in this Haruspex playthrough is completely colored by that perception. If you haven't seen my playthrough of the Bachelor route, maybe watch that. If you haven't played this game at all, maybe don't watch this because it's going to be full of spoilers for presumably all of Pathologic. So anyway, Haruspex route, let's start.
So, it's all about trickery to you? Wherever have you come from?
No. I detest trickery. But if we ourselves are to suffer deception, our hands are no longer tied. Where are we?
Well, the muscular contraction is there. Means we're already inside of him. This must be one of the ventricles, right here.
What a silly place. It's stuffed. So it's not real for now? I don't think it has started yet.
Does it matter what it's made of? It's definitely struggling. We need to perform Sectio Transversalis. Cut the wall. There's no other way out. What else is there to do?
I know what to do. Those who favor hard logic and direct action are bound to be misguided. Only a miracle can set us free without us having to destroy something. And I can do miracles. Just let me.
Will you please be quiet? You're a liar and a thief. Who is going to believe you when you keep lying to yourself? The truth is my shepherd. Whatever happens, I will find answers, and justice will be restored. I will perform the operation. Medica morbo adhibe.
Don't you go all bossy on me, clever clogs. You will act justly, but your justice will blind you and become his demise. This calls for the gentle hand of a surgeon. Step aside, both of you.
Your gentle hands are used to killing, not giving life. You will inevitably do harm. As for Brainy, he has no regard for casualties at all. Neither of you knows compassion.
Yes, it seems unlikely that we'll get along well. But there's only one truth.
Any choice is right as long as it's willed. That's the truth of the matter.
Only the heart will show you the right choice. Stop thinking about yourselves. Think of the sick. He's in pain. I can't see it yet, but I can feel it.
It's not even a trap. It's a grave. Subipsum funis sumus. Can't say I hold a soft spot for it.
I can see that. You're full of hate. Stuffed or not, it's breathing. I can hear it. It can be healed rather than killed.
You mean you won't become a killer? But you will. Mark my word, that's exactly what will happen. But I can avoid it.
No, we won't ever get along. I suggest we be on our way. The sooner the better.
Off we go then?
Let's go. The clock is ticking.
Nice. This made no sense on the first pass, and it still makes little sense, but it makes more sense. I forgot that you started not in control of any of them watching the play. That's a nice touch now on the second pass. Not doing Bachelor again. How do they call upon the Menku, the faithful of a warden kin, known by their hands, for they are butchers, known by their eyes, for they are surgeons, they who follow the lines, the leaders of the kin. What is a Haruspex? Reading the future in the entrails. So, like, traditional healer, faith healer, weird person who is aware of the fourth wall break. Hey, Jahan, how you doing? By the end of the third playthrough, it may make even more sense. Story of a person who's avoiding the contradiction, eager to rip a doomed life apart. Master revealing his true purpose in the process.
Artemi Burak is coming back to his hometown after an absence of 10 years. Born to a family endowed with a caste right to cut living beings open, he was preparing himself for this line of work since childhood. Artemi's father, Isidore Burak, a wise man and philosopher well respected by the locals, had admitted to the limits of traditional knowledge and sent his son off to study modern medicine in the academy. Artemi has been traveling from town to town, learning theoretical and practical surgery for several years now. Suddenly, a mysterious letter appears with his father giving him notice of his impending demise and begging Artemi to return and accept succession. Unwilling to wait for a regular freight train, Artemi follows the rails through the steppe until he's caught up with by a small shunt locomotive. This is how young Haruspex arrives in the town.
Nice. Well, I mean, the whole thing makes sense in that it's all, like, children playing with dolls, right? So you can discard any of the weirdness around it just by acknowledging that. I hope my theory is right. I hope the Changeling just knows. I think that would be fun. I don't think you're allowed to play the Changeling on your first playthrough, right? You have to have a save that's at the end. Oh, this is a different start. You're supposed to trade water, dude. You're supposed to just look like a psycho. Immediately start with murder. That's a pretty different opening. This reputation's already at minimum, and your health is drained at the very beginning. The eldest member of the Barak family, the heir to my father. The inheritance of my father will nourish my mind and my body alike. It's a question of life and death for me to claim it. I know the lines, those who open up the body, link the earthly to the under-earth. The duty is to serve the children of Bodo, to interpret coincidence, to point out decisions informed by wisdom. The reason of my existence is to carry out this duty. Who will I become if I fail to bind my destiny with my father's calling? When would you turn from the rightful heir to a dangerous criminal? Cool. I'll get to loot these corpses. I do! Oh, nice! I get to take their organs right away? That's different. It was just the two, right? Welcome to your hometown. It's been a long time since you've been here. You know why you were attacked? No. You've been mistaken for another person. They're looking for a murderer. An important and well-respected man was killed last night, and townsfolk love the deceased more fervently than some children love their fathers. Right, because at one point, the Haruspex was in prison, and we had to help him as the bachelor. I have to mix with them somehow. They're naive. Towns like this, reputation is everything. Books are judged by their covers, even after the last page is turned. No one's going to examine you in detail. A minor rumor here, a gossip there. You're a public enemy already. You've got zero reputation. What should I do? Restore your reputation. Do that now. At any other time it becomes low. People are foolish and weak. One day you're beaten to a pulp and laughed at. The next you're worshipped. As for the third day, I think you caught my drift. Any misdeed can be atoned for. Do good deeds. The town is small, rumors spread like fire, growing hundredfold in the process. They're spread by children, too. Don't be wasteful with your reputation. It's fragile. That's interesting. So this is like flavored very differently from what you had to do as the Bachelor. To increase your reputation depends first and foremost on the number of living beings you made less than living. Depends on how you influence the people whose fates are bound to yours. You'll meet those special people. They're called the Bound. 30 or so bound, each of them possessing their own unique traits. All of them hate one another. All of them are habitual liars. All of them deserve to live. That's a nice line. Someone has to die so that another may live, and you know what that means. Bound to be a bit closer to perfection. Ah, see? Play on words. I don't like you. You're putting on quite unimpressive airs. Okay. I think that it's a really long time ago that we started the Bachelor playthrough, but don't these Executors, didn't you talk to one of these guys like right away at the beginning? You're almost dead. Got a few minutes left to live. I'm here to solemnly announce that. Are you with that crowd? I'm the Mask of Fate. Why did they try to kill me? My friend will explain that. What do you want to tell me? You've been hit on the head several times. The locals have heavy fists. You've got 4 stab wounds, one of them seemingly rather grievous. Any heart conditions? Your health is in a sorry state. You haven't eaten for a couple days and had no sleep last night. Your hunger and exhaustion are also critical. Wonder which of these unfortunate afflictions will become the end of you first. What would you recommend? You need a first aid kit to restore your health, some bandages or tourniquets, painkiller to help you make it further. Mug passersby or barter with them. Children will gladly trade the most valuable things in exchange for what others consider junk. Wow, I feel like this is super interesting. The maybe this is in the dialogue in the Bachelor playthrough and it just didn't make sense to me because I hadn't already played Pathologic to get it. But it feels like Haruspex is like better preparing you for how this game plays. And like what the core loop is like, but I don't think you should play Haruspex first. That's kind of cool, actually. Is that enough to make it to the evening? You're also hungry, aren't you? Very hungry. You don't have to mug people. Food can be found in shops. Your reputation would preclude you from enjoying their hospitality. A warehouse of meat was robbed yesterday when it was unlocked. How do I find it? Warehouses are within a stone's throw from here. They serve as a lovely shelter for the at odds with the law crowd. You've got that in common, so they'll most likely welcome you. If any of the noble townspeople trust you enough, you can sleep at their place. You're an outlaw. The only person who believes in you is Vlad. I'll show you where he lives. Get some sleep at his mansion. Don't forget to apply bandages before that, unless dying in your sleep is the career opportunity of your choice. Dodge strangers. They're afraid of you now and will attack you in a heartbeat. Don't trust anyone. Speak to my fellow executor. Okay. Cool. Yeah, I feel like that actually prepares you for what playing this game is like. But like I said, it doesn't seem appropriate for being the first thing that you do. I'm just going to pop in here because I know that the Haruspex is bound are the children, right? Oh, it's not populated yet. That's interesting. It's fine. These count as other, I guess. Hearts. Back from the Atrium District and some gatherers. Okay. I thought there were maybe 3 people in the cutscene who attacked me, but I think there's only 2 bodies, so. I'm just gonna get attacked by any randos. I think the answer is yes. Get him! Nice. Oh yeah, this kid that I didn't meet until the very end of the game. That's funny.
That big city doctor is no wimp.
I'm a doctor.
A dangerous type.
Got a doctor already. You haven't had one like me.
Something's wrong with my head.
Who's Grief? The kingpin of the criminal world. He has a lair in the northern warehouses where he trades in weapons, alcohol, and other nastiness. Look like a criminal to you? Some people came running through the warehouses a few minutes ago. They told everyone that a horrible killer, the whole town's apparently already out to get him, tried to escape by train, got ambushed, killed everyone, was now going back here. Self-defense. Mistook me for someone else. What are you talking about? Lika. Martin Scorsese's Pathologic. War with the Dogheads, that stinking bastard. Stole the most precious thing we own, murdered a friend, and ran over to the enemy's side. What precious thing? An important medicine, a schmouter. They're rare since they're handmade. The recipe's unknown. There are different ones. Some will cure you, others will kill you. We had the last one to use as a sample. They all look the same. What does it cure? There used to be a horrible disease here. It came from nowhere, disappeared later. We kept the schmouter afterwards because we remembered what it was like. I love that there's this, like, generational knowledge that only the children know. I think that works, too, with the whole make-believe thing. Where's this guy now? His thieving buddies. I love that when you're playing as the Bachelor, you get this weird sense that the children are, like, creepily important, but you're like, whatever, this is a weird town, it's fine. Maybe they... maybe they're just weird about that. And I like that the Haruspex focuses on their community a little bit more, it seems like. Bastard doesn't deserve to live anymore. I'll give you my revolver as a gift. If he's with a dog, don't touch it. One must never hurt dogs. The honest Notkin is claiming some doghead is hiding here. Rumor has it he's a traitor and a thief. Thought you said you were going to give me your gun, dude.
Murderer. What?
So much for giving me a gun. Shit. That's not good. Oh, as a reward for doing it? Okay, I misunderstood. Everyone in the town is an enemy now. That's kind of cool. I was really worried that the Haruspex campaign was just going to be Bachelor again with slightly different conversations, but I like that the tone and, like, basic mechanics are a little bit different, given that you're starting with garbage reputation and, like, need to heal as soon as possible. Oh shit, that's a mistake. Bad Grief might be locked, I guess we'll see. Okay. Yo, what's up?
The city boy grabbed too much power for his own good. This ain't gonna end well.
Been swindling here and there. Who are you? Kingpin and King of Thieves, Stockman in Chief, Smuggling Master. So that's how it is. Just some smuggling. Everything that's prohibited you, or everything that's prohibited you can find here in great supply. Buying stuff harms you in a way. If anyone finds out, they won't trust you anymore. Thanks for the warning.
Yeah, I sleep when I'm dead.
mistook me for someone else. Yang's not the only one here. One heart balm there is, and one only. We're the strongest. We're not these, but humble storekeepers. There's new blood, too. Hired doggies to guard their stuff. What boys are you talking about? Whippersnappers that used to play around here. We didn't touch the lot. Why would we? Gonna declare war on them? Poisoned one of my thieves, took the stash, and ran off into the steppe. Just end him? Where'd you lose him? So they're both talking about the same guy, which is interesting.
That doctor is quick on the draw, eh? Shot someone already.
See what you got for sale. Oh, I can already sell him organs? Ah, but there you don't sell for shit. He doesn't care about that. Okay. Kerosene, some drugs, alpha tablets. I'm guessing the stuff he sells is rather expensive. Restore strength during sleep. That's cool. I think he was charging way more for stuff when I was playing as the Bachelor. So looks like he's nicer to the Haruspex. Okay. So it seems like we want to stay on the outskirts of town as much as we can. Just confirm that I haven't found out who my bound are yet. Hey kid, let's barter. I mean, to barter with you. Would you like a human heart? I can get you a toe. With nail polish. Fucking amateurs. Let's confirm. Filthy little Toad and the Waiths. Filthy little Toad and the Smugglers. I'm guessing the mechanic, there's this interesting thing in, no, reputation was never a problem. I basically was a permanent rep. In fact, and I think this is actually quite genius, there were sick people around the town who wanted medicine, and I'm like, I don't need to, why would I get medicine why would I give up useful medicine to these sick people? I already have max reputation just from being trash can Batman and fighting bandits at night, right? And I think that that's, like, the gameplay made me be the asshole outsider Bachelor Dankovsky who doesn't actually care about these people through its core mechanics. And I suspect that in this playthrough, I'm going to have to give a lot of drugs out to sick people on the side of the road, that's wonderful. Are you human? Jokes aside, kid, I've got bad news. Someone's very unhappy with you. They want your blood. Ran out the soul and a halves of the thieves. Ran out the thieves of the soul and a halves. I'm the only sensible person around here. Ran out of people to rat out? What do you want? I don't think I'm going to kill him, but I don't know if that's going to cause problems. Oh, well, the child clapped and was happy, so... My first mission as a Haruspex is, do I want to kill a child, yes or no? It's kind of cool that there's this huge section of town that's like off the map and you barely go there as the Bachelor. But I kind of get the sense that because my reputation is so bad that I'm going to have to spend, a big chunk of the game in this area. I wonder if this is basically the dessert. I guess I'll go talk to Bagrief first since he's closer. That, like, playing Bachelor the first time is like your vegetables. And now we're kind of getting game mechanics that make more sense in the context of having already played the game once. Let's barter, lad. I don't have anything to trade with children. I gotta find more trash cans to rifle through. I haven't found any yet. Because I haven't been in, like, the town square. Alright, I will load my save and kill the kid if I have to. Curious if they're gonna tell me I failed the quest or something. It didn't upgrade my quest log.
There are crows.
Found the runt. I let him go. Can't blame you. Got too hard of a bone structure? You watch, I'll break them in no time. Oh. Compassion might be the most sincere emotion a human being is capable of. In my case, it is also of practical use. Killing would have gone a long way to support my new reputation, but I chose to leave the target alive. I'm not a murderer. Oh. So if I had killed the kid, I would have had an even further reputation tank. See, that's cool because that's happening when you desperately need resources, and the only people that are telling you they're going to give you resources are people that are telling you to kill a child. That kind of reminds me of the day 2 thing on Bachelor, where you're being asked to, like, get all these supplies while prices in town are impossibly high, and you need the supplies for yourself. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Yikes. What are you doing walking around out here, dude? Forgot, was it on the second floor? I don't remember. No, it wasn't, thank God. Alright, so is this kid gonna punish me?
Where's my cat again? I hope
Not your trader. Rather low down. I let him go. What kind of a ripper does that? Where'd you get an idea that I'm the ripper? Perhaps you did the right thing. I feel better. I was angry, so angry I couldn't breathe. You're right not to kill him. You told me not to hurt dogs. He partially fit the description. Cool! Oh, that's so neat. That's cool. I really thought I was gonna have to load my save and murder the child. Like, I wasn't comfortable with that being the first action I was gonna take. I wonder if that's enough reputation that people won't try to kill me in the street anymore. Like, I'm honestly excited to go into town and start rifling through trash cans. Now that I know that like, trash is treasure. I have no idea where else to go at the moment. What does my main quest say? Today's quest, nothing. Guess I can go talk to Big Vlad. But I need to get some food really badly. Hey! I think that's cool. So I wonder if that's, like, scripted in that way? Like, I wonder if you basically softlock yourself if you kill the child. Or if you then have to find some other way to raise it. Because it seems like there's just enough rep increases to keep the townsfolk from, like, murdering you in the street. But I guess also what's going on here is that you're competing, you have multiple competing resources that you need to deal with. You have to deal with your health, hunger and exhaustion, and reputation. And I think that focusing on the reputation maybe made it harder. Like, maybe I could have gotten some money or some free food if I had murdered the kid. I think reputation affects shop prices, so I don't know if I want to be buying stuff. They said something about there being a place where I could get food. One of the warehouses. I haven't found any of the good garbage yet, just water bottles. Come on, game, give me good trash. Still sell bandages if I can find the psycho guys. Exhaustion's gonna be a problem. I don't think there's any stats that they could explore more as the changeling. But reputation was one that was basically a non-issue as the Bachelor for the whole game. And to the extent that I was like, oh, okay, this is a pretty rudimentary mechanic intended to, like, punish me for killing random townsfolk and robbing them. There's actually nothing more to it. That does not seem to be the case. I get a mime show if I pop in here. It seems like the whole arbitrage thing makes more sense for the Haruspex being like homeless as soon as you get here. It's kind of surprising that the Bachelor has to do it.
As simple as escaping your purpose.
I'd like to see the mine show. Yes, I would. Begin soon. How are you planning to impress me, impresario? Rather just watch.
We have sufficient strength to support the misfortunes.
We're gonna have some rest here too. Okay, nothing to do here for now. I think there were some trash cans behind the theater. I don't know if they're worth the time and exhaustion to check them, but I could do it real quick. I'm legitimately kind of hyped by being able to like explore the town now when it seemed like it was completely blocked off for me at the beginning with the low reputation. I wonder how effective it'll be to spend a night being trash can Batman. Yeah, it would be so mean if they made all the trash cans be water bottles only on day one. I guess it makes me feel better about not engaging with the trash can mechanic at all in the beginning of my Bachelor playthrough, because I don't even think I looked in trash cans. I didn't realize that they were interactable on the first day or two. Yeah, that would be kind of neat. I feel like the garbageage thing is something that should be unique to... Hey, I finally got some real trash. Unique to the Haruspex and maybe the Changeling. Like, I can envision a lot of ways to make the Bachelor playthrough not smoother to the extent that it ruins the experience, but to kind of better prepare you for this. VP Mime. Oh god, if she has a Schmouter, I'm gonna be really sad. Okay, she doesn't. Whew. So I was gonna say, I don't have anything to barter with her right now. You need a drink, you poor soul? How about some water? like that. That the Haruspex is less of a dick about it. Bachelor's like, all right, Drifter man, give me your bandages. I guess you need water or something. You big Vlad, owner of this house? No. I'm a postman, tasked with delivering a letter of utter importance. Told he would be here at 11. Does this letter refer to Barack? Yes, you have. Refers to Bachelor Dankovsky, has come to the town for personal reasons, but will soon take on the responsibility of dealing with Simon Kane, the mysterious murderer. Thank you, mate. Right. I was hoping to get a bandage that I could sell for money to buy food, but the first water guy that I met didn't have any. I'm gonna have to rest somewhat soon, but I feel like I gotta use my time as wisely as possible here. No children on the street yet. I think I ran into one kid. Yeah, I guess I ran into the Schmouder girl, but she didn't have anything. And I don't have good garbage yet, just water bottles. Just regular drugs. This kid might want my razor blade. There's 2. Probably get some money for that. Thanks, kid. Bullets. Ooh, all right. More actually useful garbage. You love to see it. He likes the needle, but his ammo's too expensive. Okay. Likes the timepiece. Oh, he likes the timepiece a lot. Right on. Oh wait, I think I fucked that up. So I'd already traded for the other thing. Hold on. What back was this? This might be a mistake. I should have gotten all 3 of his alpha tablets to sell for money. Yeah, I might be screwed now. That's what September is like in the north. I should have saved after I opened the, after I got the timepiece, because it might not be in there anymore. He has ammo. Let's see, is there still going to be a timepiece and a needle in here? Oh, thank God. And it looks like the same kid, but does he have the same stuff? Hey, Seth, how you doing? Oh, he's got different stuff. Okay. I think I can get a better deal for that then. Cool. I think I can sell things anywhere. I still have a reputation problem. I assume that affects my buy and sell prices. Stuff's not as expensive as I was worried it was going to be. Okay. Just buy it outright then. I'm playing the Haruspex campaign. I just finished the Bachelor campaign, so if you're blind, you might want to step out because I'll be referring to massive spoilers in the Bachelor campaign quite a bit. Which I guess are spoilers for the whole thing. Nice to meet you, though. My hunger situation? It's actually not as bad as I thought, but... Yeah, if you missed what I said, if you said you're blind to this game, I just finished the first campaign and I'm now playing the second campaign, so this is going to be full of spoilers for Pathologic. You might not want to stick around if you don't want it to be spoiled. There we go. I think I need tourniquets. Probably still want to sell those. Each time I'm like, does she have a schmouder? God, I hope not. I could probably do better with the needle. Yeah, that's fair. Hey, dude. Bandages? Ah, tourniquets. We have nothing to trade. You have bullets to trade. Keep freaking out, thinking she's gonna have a schmouder. Well, I have nothing to afford it. What time is it? Okay. I think I get to rest in another hour, so I'm just gonna try to do as much as I can in the meantime. Hey, thanks for the follow. What does that bandage sell for? I probably need to do something to raise my health. I might do the morphine method once I get a chance to sleep. You won't be sold a thing here. I'll be back after I restore my public image. Fair. Glad I bought basically all the food from that earlier guy then. Let me go... I don't think I already visited the loot park. All the trash cans. Maybe I did. I think I came up straight up through there at the beginning. Yo. Can't afford it. Now that I know that cemetery area, I think there's trash cans in there. I like the whole being able to remove organs thing too, because it seems like that's a really potentially reliable source of income, but it also tanks your reputation, so maybe you don't want to do that. Okay, maybe there aren't any trash cans in here. My bad. Looking for trash cans, and then probably generally moving back in the direction of Big Vlad's house. Polyhedron. Not gonna have anything to trade with her, unfortunately. I haven't been seeing the telltale slouch of the guy that trades bandages for water. I might need to say screw it and get some tourniquets. I think they sell for less, like per unit water, but I don't have a lot of choices right now. Let's work our way back towards Big Vlad's. All right, that kid down there wants that. Lucky. It's funny, I remember being so confused by like the weird, like why is one of the only interactables in town a thing that fills up water bottles? Like why would I care? Yo. Morphine. Alright, I am loaded with drugs right now. Fantastic. And I think I'm on a track to get over there right around 11, so that's great. I don't think I want to rest too long, probably just long enough to... Yeah, I think I'm going to have to take the tourniquet here, unfortunately. I just traded everything. Maybe I should have saved one for this kid. Yeah, I don't have anything for him. Too bad. Hey, another water guy. Let's go, bandages. Nope. Nothing but a gift horse. I think at some point today, I don't know if the timeline is going to be the same as the Bachelor playthrough, but I feel like if I can get my reputation up, I should try to buy as much food as I can. I like the idea that if Haruspex is meant to be played second after a Bachelor playthrough, then you know that you got to stock up on the first day, but they give you a huge roadblock to being able to stock up at the beginning, and that your reputation is too shit to be able to go anywhere. Very smart indeed. Big fan. I don't think I've been in this food store. I think I'm doing okay on food. I guess I can see if the shopkeeper's gonna kick me out or not. It seems like individual shopkeepers have different rules. As you wish. I must have gotten lucky and talked to the friendly shopkeeper earlier. Maybe that's based on what district they're in. Like the folks in the fancier districts are more likely to be dicks. Perfect timing. Just for a couple hours so I don't die of exhaustion. Hey, what's up, Big Vlad?
No, I won't believe in some earthen killer.
Never farm for just one thing at a time, yeah. Is he a senior person or something? Were you expecting me? Lady whose intuition can be trusted told me you were going to come any day now. We'll talk about that later. I'm the eldest in our family now. You may call me Haruspex or Warden. I'm not going to be a dick.
Many a mickle makes a muckle.
Isidore's death! Okay, I guess I find out about that right away. Some bastards attacked me as soon as I got off the train. I have after a murderer. I've caused problems already. My father's been murdered? Died precisely that night. Only just arrived. The minute the station mistook you for the murderer. They're broadcasting your features to anyone who would listen. You stand out, you know. So I'm a suspect? What lady? Sabarovs. Katerina isn't that much older than you. It's precog. Suspect for the whole town? What am I being accused of? Yeah, I need to find the meat warehouse. I don't know where it is. I think it goes up because of, like, buying panic over the epidemic, right? Like what happened with toilet paper IRL. That's enough. Patricide is a blasphemous crime. Hopefully you believe I'm innocent. I can defend myself. Oh, I should have said no, I don't have a weapon, so he could give me one. Bachelor of Medicine. Should meet him? Speak to this bachelor. Wait till the evening. Right now he's also confused. He'll shoot first and ask questions later. Don't break more bones. Don't attack random people in the street. Go easy. Restore your good name. Go see my daughter. Okay. I'm gonna rest for like a couple hours, which I might regret. We'll see. Some morphine first. Lasts for 5 hours. Well, I don't know if sleeping that long is going to get me in trouble. I guess we're going to find out. Letter concerning the inheritance. Oh yeah, this is how we got here. Stock Reuben, your childhood friend, the most faithful student of your father, was sworn to kill you as he learns you murder your father over an inheritance dispute. Beware of this man. He's blinded by fury, despair, desire of vengeance, and self-righteousness. He's very dangerous. Cool, because Reuben was our good friend as the bachelor, so that changes things. I don't know if sleeping that long was a mistake, but I guess let's try to do as much as we can now. Killer of Simon, killer of Isidore. They say I am a patricide. The whole town has risen against me. Who would agree to talk to me now? Victoria and Vlad the Younger. Okay, well I do know where Vlad Jr. is.
Guests are always welcome here.
Why are you covered in blood? That's just my professional expenses. Haruspex? Will we be friends? Do you believe in premonitions? I bet the Haruspex would. I don't think the Bachelor would. The world will collapse and be reborn in a new form. You help me out. Be happy to help. Victim of a terrible mistake.
Isn't that smart?
Give you a few names. All of them belong to children. Don't judge them by their age. Some of them will be of invaluable help to you. I've been seeing Isidore quite often lately. They are bound, so accusing a person of patricide would be unnatural to them, even if the evidence is obvious. I have no idea. These children, my friends and faithful aides, are going to die soon. Why? Are they terminally ill? You know they're more likely to die than to live. Precog. What can I do for them? Keep them in mind. These people must live. Their fates are bound to mine. They may well hold the keys to my victory in their hands. Murky, Sticky, Notkin, Grace, Capella, Tai Cheek, and Khan. Okay. And we know those from the end of the Bachelor playthrough. So it sounds like I can talk to them. I'll talk to Vlad the Younger, I guess, next. Oh, let me get some water trading here. Hopefully I can kill some bandits in the middle of the night. Get some reputation that way. I don't know if sleeping means that some of the trash cans have refreshed stock or not. I guess I'll check. I think we established that they do restock throughout the day. It's not just on the new day. Yo. Hey, that's what I'm talking about. Let's go talk to Vlad. I guess I can check the park. Pretty sure I fully looted this the first time I came here, so it's possible it hasn't restocked yet. Doing okay. I guess hunger is kind of a problem. Vegetables. I might need to look up the warehouse that's supposed to have the food, since I don't have any other breadcrumbs to go on. If someone in chat happens to know where it is and wants to give me a hint or a general area, appreciate it. Otherwise, I'll take a look here in a second. Yo. Oops, not load. Save.
There's this thing that needs to be done.
How do you know me? Vlad Olgimsky. Don't confuse me for my father. I'm Vlad Jr.
The big city guest jumps the gun too much. Not the mystery-solving type, really.
Downright poor. Has nothing to do with my luck. How do you know that? Good to hear. Marveled at your Barak's faithfulness to your duty. Seems to be sacred for all of you. Oina, a wise man, would never allow his dead to have outstanding debts. Haruspex' conscience is guilty is no longer a Haruspex. Father's personal circumstances. How do you know what his inheritance contains? Kind of obligation. Don't accept the inheritance even though you're in a dire situation. You may find there's a venomous snake in that precious chest. Do you mean it in all sincerity? Oh, thanks, Kiri, for checking. Don't believe in this man-eater woman, I don't. Fragmentary observations. Think about it.
Did you hear that? Did it come from inside the well?
Where can I find the tools and resources I need? Try to get to know Bad Grief, tell him your name, and I'll be damned if he doesn't treat you with the utmost respect. Yeah, I only went to talk to Bad Grief because I knew where he was from the first playthrough. Guess I can go talk to him again. Now that I have a breadcrumb to talk to him. Town is so, like, nice and idyllic. now that it's not day 11 when there's just murderers in the street all the time. What are we doing on garbage? Not so great. I don't even want to talk to the Schmouter girl if I don't have enough. Just make me sad if she has one this early. Thought I'd check. What's up, dudes who until recently tried to murder me, and then you heard word that I didn't kill a child, and like, I'm not going to kill him now. He seems fine. It's the warehouse. I just do. Already been there.
That doctor's quick on the draw, eh?
What's the news in town? Use some weapons. How long will they be there?
Yeah?
Explain I had nothing to do with it. Still a target. Oh yeah, they mentioned the third guy that I didn't get to kill. Crawled to the cemetery. Ask for a blessed girl, the daughter of the caretaker. Oh, is that another quest? That could be exciting. I guess that's another one of my bound, isn't it?
That doctor is quick on the draw.
See what you got for sale, Grief. I don't think I need any of this. Yeah. So we're not clear on where the warehouse is, or even if it exists, I guess. I did get a little bit of food earlier. I think I have stuff for this kid. Let me check. No. I do not. Oh, it's not actually a thing? That's funny. Thank you for checking then, because I would have gone nuts.
I screwed my foot up. I can't
Did you see
walk
Isidore
on my own
Barak?
now.
Thought you were a random tramp. Demon of the Steppe killed him. Shabnak. Claw was stuck in his chest. Huh. Claw the size of a man's elbow. Interesting. Went to Simon, came back at dawn and chased me off. I wonder if in the different campaigns the reason for the plague is different. Like it's something completely rational in the Bachelor playthrough. Like the idea being that it's ambiguous which one it actually is. People have been told to go catch Simon's murderer at the station. Thank you, Notkin.
That big city doctor is no.
Does anyone come around looking for me? There's a smart aleck, a pushy guy. So he's looking for me. No mercy when he finds you. Speak to this grief of yours? Oh. Okay, so I think I was supposed to... I think I did this in a weird order. Mostly because having played the game before, I knew where places were that had people to talk to, so... Yeah, I think I go talk to Grief now. It's 5 o'clock, okay.
Yeah?
I've been asking around me. Big Cheese Doctor came by, an outsider. In a fury and in a hurry. He said he'd kill you, a dangerous bloke, a fop if I've ever seen one. I'll look for him. Oh yeah, he's at Eva's place. Speak to him and no one's gonna die. Okay, so that sounds like that's the final quest. Now someone warned me not to talk to him until the evening, which I guess maybe we're already officially there. Let me go try to do this Grace side quest while I can. Well, I'm thinking about it anyway. This way now, yeah. Super interested to find out if managing reputation is a thing that's going to consistently be an issue for the Haruspex, or if it's just the opening, but I really like that idea in the opening. And I kind of stumbled into it because I was suspecting shenanigans when it told me to go kill a kid. I was worried, like, okay, there's going to be one of two things they're going to trick me on here. They're either going to, like, tell me to go kill the kid and then harshly punish me for it because they just warned me about my reputation. Or it's going to be a requirement that I do it to have the resources to survive. And I kind of like that it was the former, because it's kind of like playing with the expectations you get in video games kind of a thing, right? Oh, it's a quest. I should go do it. But then they did the math in such a way that the rep gain from not killing the kid and then turning it back into the two of them was enough for me to enter the town and start, like, digging through trash cans. Said something about the third guy crawling to the cemetery. I wonder if I can, like, give him medicine instead of... It sounds like they were encouraging me to kill him, right? But I don't know. It seems like this game occasionally likes to have dialogue that's just, like, not true. Like, oh, there's a warehouse full of food, but there isn't really. So I should look up and see if there's actually a dude here before I spend a ton of time on it.
I'll manage.
I'm Artemi Barak. Aren't you a bit young for such a job?
No. Changeling doesn't look like a...
Who is this? This is the man that tried to kill you. Oh, one of those who assaulted you at the station. He says it was you who crippled him. He'll die soon enough anyway. He's got so little blood left. Should maybe tend to his wounds? Anyone here that can perform a blood transfusion. Poisoned with what? Needs to be given a blood transfusion. Heard of a terrible man trading in blood in the stone yard. He's a usurer, but he takes blood too. He has the skills. Want me to show you where he lives? So he's gonna charge me interest.
They don't trust.
Time is a huge problem right now, but I'm glad the guy's actually there, so I don't have to look around in the cemetery for him. Fortunately, I can beeline there without worrying about running into plague clouds constantly, because it's day 1. Oh shit, it's totally time, isn't it? Okay, Future Marstead, you're playing as the Haruspex. It's super different. Right now, you gotta get your reputation up is probably the biggest thing. You're doing okay on hunger, health, and exhaustion, but hunger's gonna become a problem pretty soon, so as soon as you get your reputation up, I think you're gonna wanna go to some food stores and buy food as soon as you can. Your main quest right now is to go talk to the Bachelor. He's back over here, but somebody else said not to do that until the evening, so maybe wait a little bit longer before you bother. You do have to go over in that area to turn in this quest to get donor blood and bring it back to Grace over here is probably the main thing that you want to focus on. Other stuff that you haven't done, you might want to try to go to your dad's house. I don't know where that is. You might have to look up Isidore's house, because I don't think you went there very often as the Bachelor. I don't really remember the location. So consider maybe trying to find Isidore's house. Uh-oh. These guys thugs? I don't know if I want to bother fighting them. It might take my reputation further. I don't think I've seen non-bandits fighting people in the street before. That's actually really strange. Hold on, I'm going to try to get somewhere to put me on the right track to get forward. But anyway, Future Marstead, listen to the things I just said a little bit ago and then go all the way to the western side of town to progress and get your rep up as soon as possible so you can buy some food. Good luck. We're all counting on you.